I never did get the tip out of it. I just went to a different speaker. I had that happen on that ASX 230. Man, I worked on that thing all day long, fishing that thing out there. Don't pay to use them.
Yeah, that's what old Dudley done. He had a couple 5,000 fish a day. I think he worked on it all day long.
I'm sorry, what did you say, Chad?
I said Dudley worked on a 5,000 flakes all day long.
He's playing with a 5,000?
Yeah, he picked him up a 5,000. He gonna try being a flexer.
Oh, good. He'll run that KU9NS software, and he'll have a ball.
No, yeah. Once he gets it figured out, I think he'll like it.
Yeah, like Dudley, it won't take him 5 minutes. He'll have it figured out.
Hell no, he's not too damn much on your computer.
Well, ain't no. Once you get the damn software loaded, hell, ain't nothing to that. Once you get that loaded, what the hell's going on over here? This damn thing jacking around with me. Once he gets the software loaded, he won't fool with it no more.
Hell, he finally got it all downloaded between that huge internet and falling out and bouncing around, and he said he finally got it all stuck in there.
He's got a huge internet.
Yeah, and I don't think he's having too much luck.
That huge internet sucks, man. That's too slow. Of course, if you're out there, that's the only way you got internet. You ain't got much choice, huh?
Well, that's about the way I am. Mine's from a little company out of Victoria. They got towers out here, so I just work off one of their towers.
Yeah, I guess I'm spoiled. I got 100 meg, but I'm using Suddenlink, and I've had real good luck with them, here in town. What, can you hear this audio good enough? What does it sound like, Chad?
Well, from what I can hear, it sounds all right. It sounds like you just need to be turned up.
I ain't got enough audio, huh? Figure out why my SWR's popping around like it is, and I'll kick my amplifier back on. See if it's gonna work.
Not really a good night for any kind of talking as noisy it is. That ought to be a little better. WW5US. Yeah, that's a little more better.
All right, that'll work. Have I got too many low?
No, not really, I don't think.
Okay, put this up here just a little bit and clear it up a little bit. I'm not running anything. I'm just running W2HY, and that's it, brother. something real simple.
Yeah, I've come to conclusion simple is better on this stuff sometimes.
Yeah, sometimes you can get too much. I took it all loose, stuck it in a closet, and hooked up this 8-band EQ and run it and the EQ and the flex. Hey, they've added a bunch of stuff to KE9NS. What'd they do? Add another EQ?
Yeah, it's got a 28-band EQ. Oh, he's added a bunch more stuff too.
Where do you go to get the 20-band EQ? I didn't see it on his site.
Have you downloaded the latest one?
Well, I downloaded 280.80.
Well, you should have it on the EQ on the bottom.
On the bottom? Well, let's see. You just click on the EQ or what?
Yeah, just click on the EQ and go down to the very bottom.
Well, I clicked on it, and all it is the regular 10-band.
Look up every side of it, and it should say 28-band.
Oh, yeah, there it is, brother. Wow, okay, now I see it. You've got to hold me by the hand a little bit.
No, you ain't messed with it in a while.
Yeah, I'll have to play with that after. Have you played with it in it at all? Oh, you
no, yeah, I played with it some. I think I got one of the flexes going through it.
You run that Indian radio, huh?
Yeah, I'm talking on my Indian radio because I'm playing with a different amplifier.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Yeah, I threw me together a pair of GS35s.
Man. You'll be wolfing down the road, huh?
Yeah, I just gotta get the bugs out of it. I think I want to retap the tank circuit because I had a different tube in here when I put these in here, so I might have to make a few changes to get the bugs out.
Well, I bet it won't be long and you'll have them out. Well, at least I don't hear no RF. That's the main thing.
Yeah, everybody says it sounded pretty good. Don't show to be putting out a whole lot because I can't get my input matched on the damn thing.
Yeah, it sounds good. I was listening here a while ago and there must have been 15 people in here. Where'd they all go to bed?
Oh, yeah, hell, 10 o'clock, they usually hang it up.
They scatter up. And I need to go to bed. I had a rough day today. My 2 little baby schnauzers, I've had them for 14 years, and I finally had to have them put down today. And I tell you what, Chad, I've been married for 56 years, and that's the hardest thing I ever done.
Oh, man, I know exactly what you're talking about. You get attached to them. They're just like your kids.
Well, never had any kids, and we've had them for 14 years. And the little girl was having lots of problems. The boy was doing pretty good. He was hard of hearing, so it wasn't going to be long. So, man, I carried them down there, and I tell you what, I boo-hooed all the way down here, and I sat out in the damn parking lot 20 minutes and boo-hooed before I could get home.
Oh, yeah, that's understandable. Hell, I had one that was that way at a lab that I got when it was a pup. I think I had it 14 years. I had to get somebody else to go do it, so I couldn't do it.
Well, we had a couple of poodles one time, and I couldn't do that either. My good friend took them and had it done, and I stayed at home, and I had him bring them back home, and I dug a hole, and I put them in a brand new ice chest and all that, sealed it up, buried them. And I didn't have nobody to take them. I didn't have any choice. My wife stayed home, and it was just, I had to do it, and it was tough though, man. It really was. But anyway, I'm sure I'll get over it. But I've got his little ball in here on my desk and one of his toys, and I look at those things and I choke up.
It's not hard to do when you get attached to them like that, wrong. Like I said, they're just like your babies.
they kept us from doing a lot of things because they couldn't ride, and we just stay home, you know. But and hell, I'm getting old. I'm 76. My wife's 76. So no more pets, brother.
Yeah, well, that's the same way with me when that one got rid of that one there, and then ended up with another one, which wasn't mine. It was Christy's, but she didn't want it, so I ended up keeping it. I messed with it and kept it for a long time until I finally come home one day and found it dead out here in the yard. So I said after that, that's it. No more dogs, no more cats.
No, and that's probably a go sleep. Hell, it's not hard on them. It's hard on their master.
Yeah, it's harder on the people that own them than it is anything else.
But anyway, I'm glad I got this thing going. Yeah, Leon, I kind of missed my flex, and he hadn't. I don't even know if he ever hooked this thing up or not. Do you know if he did?
I think he did a couple times, Ron, but he never could get it to operate because him and computers just don't compute.
So anyway, I got to thinking about it, and I had a real clean 870, and I remember him saying he wished he had never got rid of his, so we just made a trade. I had traded that one I had for that 870, so I went down and picked it up and brought it up here, and I couldn't find a dead. You would have thought that Best Buy or Walmart or somebody would have had a Firewire, so none of them had one, so that was on a Friday, so I had to order me a Firewire, and finally got it in today, and got it from Mauser, and of course they're in Dallas. I ordered it on Saturday, and I got it today, so I got it hooked up about 30 minutes ago, downloaded the software and stuff, and didn't have no receiver, and I said, well, I'll be damned. And then come to find out the tip had come off the end of my 1/4-inch plug, and I got all that fixed, and then I didn't have any output power, and I said, uh-oh. And then I had my damn mic game was sitting on 0. So anyway, I finally got it going.
Yeah, ain't it funny how you kind of forget stuff like that after you be messed with one? I still do the same thing with these sometimes. I go key up and go talk, and I go, man, what the hell? I ain't got no output. Look over there, and the drive is sitting on 0.
Yeah, and heck, is it not as if I hadn't had, this is probably my third or fourth 3,000. I've had 2 or 3 5,000, but it's amazing if you get away from one for a little while. It hadn't been all that long, and like you say, and it's usually a driver's error somewhere.
Yeah, most of the time that's usually what it is. It's operator's error. It happens to all of us.
Yeah, I got it. Made me up a little card to go in the back, and set her in here and hooked her up, and it seems to be ginning pretty good.
Oh, yeah, they're good. They're damn good little radios. Especially with that K9S program in them, you can't beat them.
No, really, for what all the damn thing will do, and you can do with it, thank God I saw one the other day for $700. Yeah, I don't know any radio that'll take you for $700 for what all it does.
Hell, I couldn't believe it. I've seen that same one you was talking about. I think that's probably the cheapest one of those I've ever seen so far.
Yeah, they usually been kind of holding in around $875 or something like that, and I seen one for $775, and supposedly that old boy said that had the box with it and all that, but he must have been in pretty bad health. He said he had a bunch of issues, and he was just gonna quit ham radio. And damn, the thing, he had it sitting on a white cloth or something, and it looked brand new. Didn't look like it had a scratch on it. I bet somebody bought that thing real quick.
Hey, a lot of people hadn't played with them. I ought to get one and play with them. I think they'd learn a lot from them. But I thought about going to one of those newer styles. If I do, it'll probably be another non instead of a flex.
Well, I had the 6300, and I'll be honest with you, I just don't like the way the software, and I love that cat cable hookup. Man, that's neat. But I just don't like the way the the Smart SDR looks on your screen as compared to the Power SDR. I guess because that's all I've ever had. And then I got the 6300, and it was a nice machine, but I just like the looks of the Power SDR better.
Well, I hadn't played with one. Well, I've seen them and, I mess with that one of Tim's, when he had it mounted in the van, but I just never cared for the way they set them up, that Smart SDR, compared to what these here are. And, you get to play with this and play with one of them. These here do a whole lot more than what them other ones will.
Yeah, I was going to say, these are just nearly run circles around those others with what all that, if you got that KE9NS software on here, it really, it really does make a nice machine out of it, no doubt about it. And I really miss the pen adapter. I'd run one a while and then get the Yazoo 5000 or get something else. And they're nice, they're great radios, but, I don't know. I like the waterfall and the panafall and all that kind of stuff. And once you get used to all that, it's kind of hard to run something that doesn't have it.
Yeah, well, I'm spoiled with them, so that's the reason I still got 3 of them.
Well, that's good. We always have 2 or 3 spares. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Hey, Chad, it's nice to hear you, man. I'm going to get off here and clean my mess up over here and kind of kick back and put my feet up and find me a movie or something to watch. You take care, and we'll catch you later, brother. And you're sounding great. WW5US.
Yeah, all right, Ron. Yeah, I was just fixing to start cutting all this stuff off. Let this amplifier cool down, and I was going to mess with it a little bit more on the input, and I said, I'll tackle it again tomorrow. I need to put an analyzer on it and check the tank circuit and see where it's at. I think it's off, and it's working, but it's not doing like it ought to do, especially with a pair of GS35s, so I'll work on it and get the bugs out of it. But good to hear you. We'll talk at you later, K5BST.
Good night.